Next morning, the campus was alive with the usual energy. Students rushing to the classes, laughter echo in the corridor. But for Kim Tae-hung, everything felt strongly louder, and Jungkook's presence felt even louder. Tae-hung sat in the library, pretending to focus on his notes. His heart, however, had its own. Every time Jungkook student leaning over Taehyung desk, reading the same page for 10 minutes. Should I applaud you? You are talent for. Taehyung jumped slightly, his pen almost falling. Taehyung, Jungkook, don't. You people like that, Jungkook. I didn't see. You're just lost in your own world. Let me guess. Thinking about me? Taehyung face hit up. What? No, I was revising. Jungkook, sure. That's explain the way you've been avoiding my eyes for 2 days. Later, during the class presentation planning, Jungkook purposely sat beside Taehyung closer than necessary. Every time their shoulders brushed, Taehyung's heart raced, but he tried to act normal. Jungkook, pass me that marker. Taehyung quickly handed over here. Jungkook noticed his quick reaction. Why are you so jumpy around me lately? Did I grow horns? Taehyung, I'm not jumpy. You are just loud. Jungkook is smirking. Loud and charming, you mean? Taehyung rolled his eyes but didn't reply. His silence only made Jungkook more curious. That evening, Jungkook found Taehyung in the common room, sleeping, drink quietly. Jungkook, you are acting like a cat these days, quiet and hiding things. Taehyung raising an eyebrow, and you are acting like an annoying parrot, always repeating things. Jungkook laughed. Best serious, you are not planning another prank, are you? Taehyung, no, not everything is about prank, Jungkook. Jungkook softly, good, because I kind of like this calmer version of you. Taehyung's heart skipped again. He looked away, hiding the faint smile tugging at his lip. Over the next few days, Jungkook started teasing him more, not in a cruel way, but in the way that forced Taehyung to look at him, talk to him, respond to him. And oddly, the more he teased, the less it felt like war and more like something else. One night while Taehyung was walking back from the library, Jungkook appeared inside him out of nowhere. Jungkook, oh, you walk alone a lot these days. Taehyung, because someone keep stealing my friend for basketball. Taehyung, oh, so you do notice where I am? Taehyung up his step. Jungkook keep up easily. Jungkook playfully, why? Why so fast? Scared? You might start liking me if you walk slowly. Taehyung stop and glare. Stop! Stop saying weird things. Jungkook leaned closer. Why? Because they sound a little true. Taehyung's face turned red in dim light. Taehyung, oh, you are impossible. Jungkook soft, and you are cute when you are mad. That night Taehyung tossed and turned in bed. Jungkook word echo in his mind. Cute. It wasn't the first time Jungkook teased him, but this time it felt different, warmer, dangerous, and Jungkook. He lay in his own bed, smirking at the ceiling. Jungkook thinking, something indifferent going on with him, and I am going to find out what. The next few days were strongly quiet after their debate preparation and the surprising closeness that followed. Neither of them openly mentioned the late night moment in the library when their shoulders had brushed, or how they had quietly talked about dreams and silly fears, but both of them felt it something stable had shifted. They hung into the classroom holding a cup of warm tea. Jungkook was already sitting there, scribbling something in his notebook. The room was half empty. Taehyung, morning. Jungkook, without looking up, morning. Tae again. Is that your new things now? Taehyung frowned. It's help you stay away. Not everyone is addicted to coffee like you. Jungkook finally looking up and smiled. As Taehyung tried to place his tea down, his hand accidentally brushed Jungkook. They both paused. It wasn't a long touch, it's just a soft brush of finger, but it was enough to make Taehyung quick. Taehyung murmuring, sorry, Jungkook grinned. Oh, no need to apologizing. It's not like you burned me. Taehyung rolled his eyes and sat beside him, but his heart was doing something strange, skipping them running. They were new assigned another joint project. This time another complaint. Maybe they had given up fighting, or maybe deep down they wanted to excuse to spend time together. The library was quite filled with soft sunlight. Jungkook, for someone who used to avoid me, you sit quite close now. Taehyung hissed. I sit close because this table is small. Jungkook, sure. Small table. Taehyung ignored him and focused on the book. But Jungkook noticed the way his hair fell over his eyes, the way he bit his lips when reading something difficult, something warm in Jungkook's chest, but he pushed it away with his usual teasing smile. After finishing their work, they walked back to the room. The corridor was dim, only a few lights on their step echo. Suddenly, the light flickered and Taehyung started grab Jungkook's waist. Taehyung whispering, did you see that? Don't tell me this building is haunted. Jungkook laughing softly. Oh, you are scared of light flicking. Cute. Realized he was still holding Jungkook's waist. Taehyung let go instantly. Taehyung, I wasn't scared. I was just, whatever. Jungkook didn't tease. Taehyung couldn't sleep. He stepped out of the balcony to get some fresh air. To his surprise, Jungkook was already there, leaning on the railings, earphone from his neck. Taehyung, you too? Jungkook couldn't sleep. Too much noise in my head. They stood side by side, the night air cold around them. For a while, they didn't speak. Taehyung softly, do you ever think all this fight between us was useless? Jungkook smiling faintly. Oh, not useless. If we didn't fight, we didn't have ended affair. Taehyung here, Jungkook talking like this. Taehyung didn't answer. His chest felt warm again. He hated how easily Jungkook could make simple words sound meaningful. Later, lying on his bed, Jungkook stared at the ceiling. He replaced the accidental touch in the late night talk. The way Taehyung's voice had softened, he had started teasing him more these days, not out of annoyingness, but because he liked the reactions, those side glances, those quiet stammers. Jungkook thinking, why does it feel good? Why does he stay in my head? It wasn't the same rivalry anymore. It was something softer, something warmer. Jungkook whispering to himself, am I starting to like him? He didn't have the answer yet, but for the first time, the thought didn't scare him. That evening was calm, the wind cool against their skin as they walked back to the market with grocery bag in his hand. The stars slowly started to appear one by one in the darkening sky. Taehyung, oh, it's so quiet tonight, feel a bit strange. Jungkook glancing at him with a soft smile. Staring is better than noise. Or do you like now? Taehyung, no, I didn't say that. He looked away, hiding the little curve forming on his lips. When they reached home, Jungkook carried most of the bag without complaining. Taehyung noticed how he didn't even ask for help this time. Taehyung thinking, oh, he's been doing that a lot today, helping me, carrying quietly. Why does it feel nice? They prepared dinner together. Their hand accidentally touched when they both reached for the same bowl. Taehyung, sorry, Jungkook is smirking. You should say thank you. My head saved you from falling. Taehyung, what? What doesn't even make sense, Jungkook? It does, in my world. Later that night, Taehyung was working on his laptop in the living room while Jungkook came out with 2 cups of warm milk. Jungkook here, don't stay up too late. Taehyung, you are starting to sound like someone's husband. Jungkook raised an eyebrow, and you don't like it, Taehyung. I didn't say that. Their eyes met for a moment, longer than usual. Taehyung quickly looked away, but his heart was not calm. The next day, Taehyung had to go to the store again. Jungkook offered to walk with him, even thought he had his own work to finish. Taehyung, you don't have to really. Jungkook, I know, I want to. On their way, a motorbike passed too close and Taehyung almost lost his balance. Jungkook's hand immediately wrapped around his waist, pulling him close to his side. Jungkook's shot was firm. Be careful, don't walk so close to the road. Taehyung's heart escaped. Taehyung, I'm fine. Jungkook didn't ask if you were fine. I said, be careful. That evening, the rain started to pour. The power went off a while. They sat together on the couch, only a candle between them. Taehyung, it's so dark. Feel a bit scary. Jungkook, you want me to hold your hand? Taehyung, no. Who said I was scared? Jungkook, oh, your voice did. Jungkook reached out now with their finger lightly. Taehyung didn't pull away this time. Over the next few days, Jungkook became more protective in a small way, checking if Taehyung ate, remind him to rest, walking to the door when he left. Yet his teeth never stopped. Jungkook, you've been acting weird around me lately. Then I'm not. You are imagining things, Jungkook. Maybe I just like watching you deny it. Then Fron tried to hide. One night while folding laundry, Taehyung accidentally fell asleep on the couch. Jungkook found him there, head leaning against the cushions, looking peaceful. He covered him with a blanket and whispered, Jungkook softly, Why? Why do you make it so hard to ignore you? He didn't know when this shift happened, when teasing turned into watching, when watching turned into caring. The night was calm, the city light was shining softly. Jungkook's apartment window, Taehyung sat on the couch, his finger nervously falling with the hem of his sleeve. Jungkook had just brought them both hot chocolate, placing the warm mug in front of Taehyung. Jungkook, here, drink this. You like your thoughts are running a marathon. Taehyung softly, thank you. I just have a lot in my mind. Jungkook teasing gently, is it about me again? You've been staring at me a lot lately. Taehyung eyes widened, his cheeks turning a light shade of pink. Taehyung, what? No, I wasn't. You always think so highly of yourself. Jungkook catch you, your ear turned red. Every time I catch you like this, he sat beside Taehyung, their shoulder brushing lightly, the scent a small shiver down Taehyung's spine, but he didn't move away. Jungkook noticed and his smile softened. Jungkook softly, you've been decent at close. Do you even know what you are doing to me, Taehyung? Taehyung gazing at him, confused. Doing to you? Jungkook, yeah. You are making my heart beat faster, and I don't even know when it started. The room went silent, only the faint sound of the clock ticking filled the space. Taehyung gripped his mug tighter. Taehyung, Jungkook, don't say things like that. Jungkook titled his head. Why not? It is because you feel the same. Taehyung breathed. His lips parted, but no words came out. Jungkook softly and leaned back. His eyes never left Taehyung's. I will tease you a lot, haven't I? At first it was just fun, but then I started caring. When you smile, it feel like I did something right. When you are upset, I want to fix it. I don't want anyone else to make you cry, only me. I want to be the one you rely on. Taehyung's heart was racing. He looked down at his. You are making this hard. Jungkook gently, then stop. Stop running away from it. He reached out slowly, his finger brushed Taehyung's hand. This time, Taehyung didn't pull, their fingers stayed tangled warm. Jungkook, Taehyung, be my boyfriend. The words were quiet, but they hit Taehyung like a wave. His eyes widened, his lips trembled. Jungkook, are you serious? Jungkook smiled softly. I don't want to tease you just for fun anymore. I wanted to tease you because you are mine. A small laugh escaped Taehyung, mixed with relief and something deeper. He looked into Jungkook's eyes, those same eyes that tease him, annoy him, comfort him, and protect him all these days. Taehyung whispering, "Okay, I'll be your boyfriend." Jungkook leaped into a wet grin Taehyung had ever since. Without thinking, Jungkook wrapped his arms around him, pulling him close. Jungkook softly against his ear, "You just made me the happiest man tonight." Taehyung let out a soft laugh, feeling his heart finally settle. "You are still a annoying thought, Jungkook. Good. Now you are officially mine to annoy." They stayed like that for a while, the room warm with unspoken feeling that now finally had words. The teaching didn't stop, but now everything teach carried affection. Now Jungkook home, their hand against and time they didn't let go. The next day, Jungkook entered the cafe earlier than usual. Taehyung was already there, arranging the tables. Jungkook, "Good morning, boyfriend." Taehyung eyes wondering. "Yeah, don't say that so loudly, Jungkook." "Why?" "It's true now." Taehyung tried to hide his cheeks as Jungkook casually leaned on the counter, watching him with that teasing in his eyes. Taehyung, "People will hear you." Jungkook, "Let them. I don't mind them knowing you are mine." Taehyung's heart skipped a beat. He quickly looked away, pretending to wipe the counter. After their shift ended, Jungkook surprised Taehyung. "Jungkook, don't go home yet. Come with me." Taehyung, "Where?" Jungkook, "You will see." He took Taehyung to a small park near the city. The evening lights were soft and the air was cool. They walked side by side, their hands accidentally a few times. Each time Taehyung would pull his hand back slyly and Jungkook would chuckle softly. "Jungkook, you still get nervous around me?" Taehyung, looking down, "A little. You tease me too much." Jungkook, "Then should I hold your hand for real so it's not just accidental?" Before Taehyung could answer, Jungkook gently slipping his finger between Taehyung's. Their hand fit perfectly. Taehyung softly, "Oh, you are shameless, Jungkook. Only with you." A few days later, after another cute date where they shared ice cream and teased each other about who eat faster, Jungkook walked Taehyung home. They stood in front of Taehyung's door. "Jungkook, I don't want to say goodbye." Taehyung smiled softly, "Then don't." Jungkook looked at him for a moment, his usual teasing expression fading into something more serious, more tender. Jungkook quietly, "Can I?" Taehyung heart racing, "Yeah, if you want to." Jungkook leaned in slowly, giving Taehyung enough time to pull away, but he didn't. Made gently, a warm soft that made Taehyung's knee weak, and Jungkook's heart raced faster than ever before. When they pulled away, Taehyung was blushing. "That was my." Jungkook smiled warmly, "Mine too, and I'm glad it was with you." From that day, their relationship began more openly.